The next speaker is Mr. David Sue.
Mr. Dave Sue, that's back there.
Sorry, the house is full. I have to push my way through.
Good evening.
David Sue, 34 Van Houten Street, Paterson, New Jersey. In the more than 30 years that I've been coming down here, there's a lot of different things that I've seen. But reflecting on the meeting of the 14th, there were really three principal actors on this side of the aisle. And that was Mr. Silva, Mr. Jackson, and Kathleen Long. Now, for a moment, I would like to focus on Javier Silva. It began with his actions. It began with his actions. He was calling into the audience. I couldn't see exactly what he said, but they were baiting comments that inflamed the public. And then he was giggling and laughing to himself. Now, then he got up and the police have to restrain him from going forward. So I see two crimes there: inciting a riot and disorderly conduct. All right, so now the next question is, why hasn't a complaint been filed within the government against this man for his actions? A criminal complaint filed, and let the police department or the prosecutor's office or the attorney's office deal with it in detail, because I couldn't hear what was happening. They need to take the names of witnesses, they need to interview people and go through a proper process. Now, the council has the prerogative to say, we don't want him in our room anymore. We don't want him in our room anymore. He's a danger to the public in his actions as we saw them, and we don't need him to be in the room. Now, I was chairman of the Paterson Zoning Board, and if somebody acted like that, they'd be out and they would not come back. All right? So that needs to be dealt with, and I'm asking for it to be dealt with. All right? You can put him out now, but the complaints need to be filed. Okay? Andre focused on Councilman Jackson. To me, it was somebody pushing on him that shouldn't have been touching him, and he didn't want it. They're not friends, all right? And I've seen Andre do it before, and I was offended because he came and Mike said, "Jew me down." I'll tell you something. My mother is Jewish. She's a Holocaust survivor from Nazi Germany. That is not what I find super offensive. I find it offensive that he would go and use a tragedy as a political handle to turn against somebody he doesn't like. Okay? What it told me about Mike is he's old and he needs his terminology updated. All right, so look, that's a joke and it's nice to have a little levity in the middle of it, but what I'm telling you is I think is dead serious. Mr. Silva needs to have a complaint filed against him, disorderly conduct, inciting a riot, and it needs to be processed appropriately through the law. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Next speaker, Madam Clerk.
Next speaker.